It came out of a season where there were so many things going on for myself personally, and I found myself sitting at the piano, and all I wanted to do was just like try to fix my eyes on the Lord. I'm like, I just want to look at you and become more like you.
We first started talking about doing the record in the fall of 2018. Just getting together so Karis would come over and we would demo a song.
I remember listening to just some of the scratch tracks of Behold. We just knew right away that was going to be kind of like the invitation song of the album.
I'm really excited about this album because I feel like we were able to take people on this journey.
The way the songs are all kind of like set up, it's to tell a story of invitation to come back to the garden, but it's a privilege and an honor to like worship him and we come alive in him. Like there's thoughtfulness in how we've created this EP.
It was a voice memo that I did while I was driving of the chorus. It was just going through a period in my life where I'm like, Father, I can see your fingerprints. I can see everything that you have, and I see your faithfulness, and I see your goodness in my life. And I'm at that point, God, where I want to be ignited. I want to come alive.
With Mo's song, he wrote this amazing song, and at the end of it, we ended up having Laura singing it. I kind of got a little bit emotional.
I remember I was in my kitchen when I first got, like, it was just a voice memo of Laura singing this song. And I broke down crying because I was just like, God, like, I know these experiences that I've had that you've let me go through and how you've shown your faithfulness in my life. But there's something about hearing it sung by someone else that gave it more meaning, almost to a point where it really made me think of the message God wants to carry out.
Yeah, sincerity, honesty, that's what I wanted to convey through the production, through the sounds. You know, not to try and fix every little piece, but like let something be what it is. And so I think that's the hope and, you know, the vision I kind of saw for it was like to try and convey that sense of like honesty through music.
I don't know, sincerity. I think that's the thing that really people are hungry for, is like just finding that space to just be able to be real.
I really got that sense that nobody felt like they had to like make their mark or something. It was like, for me as a producer, I felt very trusted.
As much as we had the recording stuff going on, we were really intentional with our family and the worship team that we had.
There's such a trust and just an honoring of each other.
Your family and you're loving the Lord together, and you're inviting people into that to come to the table. And I think that is like a pretty special thing to be able to be a part of.
I think one of the coolest things about the Resurgence worship team is that it is made up of people from different churches. The thing that we have in common is an affinity for the sound of heaven.
We have our own songs, we have our own things, we have our own stories that testifies and gives God glory. So how do we honor that in what God's doing in Resurgence, in Edmonton, but also like in Canada? What is he doing in our nation?
Sometimes the tendency for music is to follow a pattern or follow a trend or follow what is working. And I think that can work, but I think sometimes the danger is that you end up following someone else's vision or you follow someone else's path.
As we were putting this album together, what you see is a group of different musicians and singers from churches across the region. And I believe that sound is a representation of the unity that is what the Lord wants to bring to churches across the land.
How can we serve and love the Big C church? And I don't know, yeah, it's kind of a cool thing to think about. And whether that's listening to an album or singing in your shower or just, you know, like loving somebody really, really well, I think that all invites heaven here on earth. And that's the cool part. That's what we become, what we behold.